Well, our world is so focused on function. It's really like get to point A, get to B, go to this ugly store, buy this thing, take it back to your house and enjoy it alone, which I think is so sad. We're so short on public places and beautiful things that we can experience together and that draw us to be there and to go to a place, to have an experience. And things like this, you get to be taken out of the mundane world, and even if just for a moment, think, wow, what's going on here? And wipe your brain clean of all the stressors and just be in wonder for a moment.
It can be a really amazing experience for people, especially kids, if they can step inside and see the world through these colored lenses and see each other if the light's passing through. I think it'll be playful, immersive, and will bring a sense of wonder and joy in people. And that's a lot of what we do and why we're really excited about this. Over the years, we've developed techniques and approaches to projects where we invite people to step outside of their comfort zone. We enjoy creating immersive and interactive experiences.
Well, the piece is comprised of a series of 6-pointed, 10-pointed, and some 5-pointed nodes, we're calling them. And that are these pieces right here on the shape. That's where all the struts come together. Each one of the struts and the nodes are comprised of CNC, tube cut, laser cut pieces. And each piece is basically unique. It all comes together to assemble into this shape behind me.
Stella is being fabricated here at Seaport Studios. We have assembled the core structure, which is Schedule 80 steel tube, made up of a series of hubs, 10-point hubs, 5-point hubs, and 6-point hubs, and steel tube that connects each of those hubs. The entire structure is about 22 feet in diameter. Immersive, the skin of it is colored acrylic panels. People can walk inside of it, and we'll see what that experience is like for them. And we're building it for the Kiewit Luminarium in Omaha, Nebraska. It's a brand new museum that the Exploratorium is building out. So it's a really unique opportunity for the Exploratorium to, for the most part, completely build out a brand new museum. And so this is the centerpiece of that museum.
The engineering on this is tantamount to this piece coming together. There's very little tolerance for any mistakes. One misjudged measurement towards the bottom of the piece will accentuate and multiply as it gets around the piece, and then it may not come together. So seeing this together now is a huge relief for me.
The prototype stage, we're just talking it out. We're thinking about, well, if we make the jig like this, how's that going to work? If we make this slot with this tolerance, is that too much? Is that too little? Do you think this is going to go together well? I was involved in some of that design phase. But then I built the jigs with Sean and did a lot of the first step A to Z process to see what it would take, and then figure out which people would fill in with which parts. I mean, it seems like a simple job, and then when it comes down to actually doing each step of it, people have different skill sets, even just within grinding and finishing. It's like its own world of skills. So challenges are definitely timing, and when you're on a rush timeline, it's really hard to think clearly about what needs to happen. We could have gotten to this point, and these pieces could have not met up, and we could be sitting here scratching our heads going, well, shoots, how do we build it now? So, I think that was the big stress point of just really not knowing, because it's fine if things work on a computer screen. It's fine if they work in theory. But when you're actually here in the practice, it's a whole different world of what's really going to work.
I would say I'm most proud of the team. I've got an amazing team that came together to work on this. We had an army of fabricators grinding away for weeks. It was like a swarm of bees in here with all the grinders going. Really proud of our lead fabricator, CJ, and Jay Kravitz, and the entire team who made this happen. And really proud to be able to work with the Exploratorium on something on this scale.
I think the team worked together so well is great, that we thought about things well enough ahead of time that we didn't have any big surprises. I think we've all been building long enough now, we could really think through all the steps. That was great. And it went smoothly. It was definitely a push, and it was a grind, but we've all worked together long enough and done enough projects that both technically and just enjoying what we do, we could all have a good time. It's great.
Myself, yes.
I'm really glad that I get to work with engineered artworks or consistently doing things to recreate that little bit of wonder that we lose as adults.
Part of what I love to do is to, once we're all installed with any project, is to step back and see how people engage with it. You never quite know. To see the smiles and the playfulness in people's eyes when they experience something that we create is part of why we do what we do.
All the individual pieces, because they were tube laser cut, everything had to nest and fit together absolutely perfectly. So I love working with the Exploratorium, and it's an honor to be able to work on a piece that we've developed and run through from start to finish. I know the math behind it. I know how unique this piece is. I think it's just going to be awe-inspiring.
What we went together. Probably the first time we've built a project and been able to assemble it before we install it.